Yura and good morning. Welcome to Rhythms, Raps and Rocketships. I'm Tricia Bawtree, and the reason I say Yura is because I'm standing here on Quandamooka country where people have been singing and making music and art and living for thousands and thousands of years. So I thought I'd say Yura, welcome, and it's lovely to see you. I'm going to sing some songs to you girls and boys about numbers, and mums and dads, you're very welcome too. And the first one I'm going to do, without the guitar, is the finger jive. And you'll need your hands for this one. Okay, it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Little bit of a technical hitch.
Let's start again.
And we'll start again. The joys of a life performance. Are your hands ready? I'll teach you the actions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are those fingers alive? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do the finger jive. We're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, and number 5. Oh yeah! Now get your hands in a fist like this, and then you put your little pinky up, and you bring all the fingers up one at a time. Then you check if they're alive, are they all working? And then you do a jive. This is how you do the finger jive. And then you count 1, 2, 3, 4, and number 5. Right, you ready to do it with me? Okay, here goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are those fingers alive? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do the finger jive. We're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, and number 5. Oh yeah! Who did a big oh yeah at the end? Awesome. I think some of my sound people have been doing it too. That's great, getting into it. A long time ago I made that song up. I was only 18 years old and it was my first year out learning how to be a teacher, and the supervising teacher says you've got to teach the kids how to learn to count to 5. And I thought, what better way to teach them than to sing a song and make up a song, and that's where that song came from. Many years later I had 4 children and I kept making up silly songs, and they were all about numbers. And I thought maybe I could put those songs together and make an album of number songs. And I was sitting on my bed with one of my kids one day and I started strumming my guitar, and I made up something about discovering numbers. And I just made up a little bit of guitar. The next day I thought I could use that with the Kindy kids at Gundala Kindy, just down the road here in Quandamooka country. So I went to Gundala Kindy and I played it for them, and they sang these numbers with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, right up to 12. So when I do this song, you're going to count with me right up to the number 12. If you get stuck, that's all right. You can listen to it on my album and learn those numbers anyway. All right, backing tracks, please. And here comes the guitar riff. Do, 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 do. So I've got the D. Do, 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 do. Then I made a rap. When friends get together with a number or two, there are so many things that they can do. They can sing to the rhythm of the 1, 2, 3. They can count on their fingers and their hands and knees. When they're playing footy, they can keep the score. In hopscotch and in handball, write the numbers on the floor. Roll a couple of dice to play a cool ball game. You can have numbers, you will never be the same. Can you count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and go do do. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, song all about discovering numbers. And then I thought, with all the songs I've made up with my kids, maybe I could make up a song about every number. So I started with number 1, and I did make up a song about number 1, but I'm not singing that one to you today. It's not on the album. That'll come out later, but it's about how special you are, because there's nobody else like you. Then I thought, number 2. Well, in music for number 2, we like to march. We go 1, 2, 1, 2. So I decided to make up a marching song. Is there anybody there, Alex, for me to say hello to?
Ruby and Nora.
Oh, Ruby and Nora, hello. Lovely to see you. I guess Brad and Brody are there too. Hi, Nora. Hi, Ruby. Good. And anybody else, if you've got your children there, type their names in so I can say Yura or hello to them as well. Right, for the marching song, I have got a ukulele and a kazoo. Oh, but before we do that, I'm going to show you how to make some instruments.
Okay.
So I forgot that bit.
Let's go for it.
Thank you. So just coming over here with the cameras, because when we are marching, we like to bang along and play some what we call percussion instruments. Percussion instruments are instruments that you can bang, or you can pluck, or you can scrape, or you can shake. So here's some that you could make. This one I made from a tin and some rubber bands, and you can pluck them and you get different sounds. A bit like a guitar.
We've got a Sophie here.
Oh, hi Sophie. I wonder if Sophie's got a musical instrument there that she can play with as well. Then I like using tongs like that to make a sound. If you want to scrape, maybe you could get a cake era and scrape it with a wooden spoon. Listen to that sound. Or you could get some water, and I'll just put it back in a jug. Now watch what happens with the water, with the sound of hitting the bottle when I pour water in. How about that? Did you hear the sound change? That's called pitch. And I could hit it with different things, like that. Or there's so many things that you can use to make different sounds. I love hitting tins, but Mum and Dad might not like that so much. Be careful with Mum's teapot. We don't really want to wreck that. This is an awesome bowl, and I like using chopsticks on it. Watch this. That's a pretty good sound. Have you got some instruments there? Maybe some of the girls will tell, and boys, mums and dads could put some comments in there, or even a photo of the girls and boys with an instrument that they're playing at home. So for the marching song, this is the instrument I'm playing. And Alex is going to play the ukulele. Sorry about that. I've got so many people here I can't remember their names. I haven't got that many because of social distancing. It's all good. We are following protocol. All right. Again, he's not only the ukulele player, he's the cameraman. All right. You got some chords for me? And we'll march here on the spot. 1, 2, 1, 2. See how that's the number 2? Marching left to right, march along in pairs. Keep the line tight, soon we will be there. Marching forward, looking straight ahead. No one's talking, follow where we're led. Marching 1, 2, holding heads up high. No one's talking, keep that goal in sight. Now where's that kazoo gone? Oh, there it is. You want to play?
Sure.
A clap, or you put some clapping hands in the comments there. He was just making that up on the spot. So thank you. So that was my song. I had one about number 1 that I haven't sung. That one was about number 2. And the next one is also about number 2, but this time it's about counting in 2s. So we'll need the camera over this way. Now, some of you know that I wanted to be a play school presenter when I was a bit younger. And on play school, you always have to have a story. So my story today is about a big boat. We're going to call the boat an ark. And this is my boat. I got all the Duplo I could find, because my kids have grown up now, and it's all multicoloured, and I built a boat. Because in this story, we have a boat, because this man here, the one with the grey hair, he's called Noah. And Noah thought, I need to build a boat because there's going to be a big flood. Did you know that there's lots of stories in ancient cultures about a big flood that came along and changed the shape of the world? And this is one of the stories, is the story about Noah and the ark. So Noah built a big boat so that nobody would die, none of his family and friends would die in the flood. And he invited everyone onto the ark, but mainly his mum, not his mum, his wife, and his sons, Shem and Ham and Japheth. There they all are. Can you see them? They all helped him build the ark, and then they got the animals, and they got lots and lots of animals to come in the ark, so it was a very big ark. Now, Noah may have had a bit of a counting problem. He had so many animals to fit in the ark. He loved the animals. So he told them to get on the ark in pairs. A pair is 2. Okay, so remember 2 is our next number. We are counting, and he thought, I'm going to count them in 2s. Like this, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. That's an easy way to count instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a lot shorter. So I've made up a song about those animals getting on the ark. If you're tired of counting slowly, let me tell you something new. Counting pairs will speed the process. Why not learn to count in 2s? No odd numbers, only even. Skipping 1, 3, 5 and 7. Start with 0, then with 2. Skipping like a kangaroo. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Now here's the little bit about Noah. Noah counted all his creatures as they climbed into the ark. Halved his time by counting smartly. Walked in pairs as they embarked. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Can you hear all the animals? Did you hear them? They're all getting on their ark. And they're still making quite a ruckus, and you can imagine being on an ark like that with lots of animals. Do you know how long they were there? 40 days and 40 nights. That's as long as the school holidays at Christmas time. So there's all those animals on the ark, and it was raining and raining and flooding and flooding. But after 40 days and 40 nights, they landed on a mountain, and the floods subsided. They went away, and the animals all got to go out and live in a new world. So that was another song that I wrote about the number 2. So we thought about number 1, number 2. What's the next number after 2? I wonder if anyone could put that in the comments. 1, 2. While you're thinking about it, I'm going to the piano. We got any more girls and boys there?
We've got a Brenna and a Sarah.
Ah, Brenna and Sarah. Oh, they're cute kids. Hi, Brenna and Sarah. Thank you so much for coming along. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Do you know, Brenna and Sarah, what the next number is? 1, 2. Oh, I think someone typed in a 3. Well done. So this song is about 3. And we've got 3 balloons here. 1, 2, 3. Now there are, anyone got it?
15.
15 balloons soaring high. Thanks, Brianna. Beautiful, Jojo. Thank you. Yeah, if you can put them somewhere, I don't know what. No, take them with you. You can keep those ones. All right, now, did you know that you can count in threes in lots of different languages? I don't know if anyone watching at the moment speaks a different language other than English, but I've learned how to count to 3 in a few different languages. So the next song, my guitar's disappeared. Here it is about singing in 3s in different languages. So it's also a number 3 song. And it's also counting in 3s, so listen to the guitar, it goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Maybe you could tap on your instruments with it and go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. Can you feel the 1, 2, 3? Beautiful. Now listen to the 1, 2, 3 in lots of languages. Under 12, 1, 2, 3, E, S, E, A, 13. There are so many ways we can count 3. Daja piuku, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, čini sam. Sing in your language and you can teach me. I bet there's some people there who can count to 3 in another language that I haven't even said. But I'll just sing my song one more time. Under 12, 1, 2, 3, E, S, E, A, 13. There are so many ways we can count 3. before, I'm going to do something clever with your hands. Well, with my hands. And then I'll teach you how to do it. It's a bit tricky. If you're really little, just go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. If you're really, really little, just clap your hands. Even that's pretty clever. Okay. If you're a bit bigger, maybe 7 or 8, you could try this. Knees, clap. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Joel, can you press that button that I asked you to press before? Okay, we're going to count in 4, 12 times. I wonder if you can remember. Go. Okay, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! 1, 2, 3. Can you do it again, Sarah and Brenda? Oh, 12 values are fun to sing, creating, grooving, everything for beats. Sugar, 12 bars to play, a rhythm, a bass, and a melody. They're the blues, the 12 bar blues. Okay, we're going to do it 12 times. With a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. 12 blues are fun to sing, creating, grooving, everything. 4 beats each bar, 12 bars to play, a rhythmic bass and a melody. They're the blues, the 12 bar blues. And it's still going. That's probably a little bit longer than I planned to do it. But you can keep on clapping if you like. While I get music loose. Oh, that was sudden. That's right, Music Moose. Did you want to go on the online launch? Ah! It's all right, Music Moose. You're a bit nervous. Who's there? Oh, just some beautiful people. Hey, say hello, Ruby. Hello, Ruby. Say hello, Nora. Hello, Nora. Say hello, Emma and Sarah. Hello, Emma and Sarah. Sue. Hi, Sue. I bet you're pretty. And Sarah and other Sarah and Brenna. Rihanna. Rihanna as well. Hello, Rihanna. Oh, they will love hearing you, Music Moose. Yeah, I love girls and boys. Except when they get too noisy, I get a bit scared. Yeah, that does happen, doesn't it, Music Moose? Now, Music Moose, we've been talking about numbers. I did hear you. Yeah, what numbers did you hear? 1, 2, 3. What's the next one? Oh, come on, you're tricking me. You know. Oh, I know I do. Yeah, what is it? 4. Yeah, and so we counted to 4, didn't we? Can you count to 4 for me? 4, 1, 3, 2. Music Moose, you're tricking me again. All right, count to 4. And then I'm going to say something funny, okay? And we used to play this in the car. You know the game? You kids know this game. 1. I'm losing my voice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hear the numbers. Say the words. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes they will sound absurd. 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't matter what you say. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just fit them in the bar the rhythmic way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'll let you have a go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Think of random words you know. 1, 2, 3, 4. And say a sentence to fit the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. As you feel the rhythm in your feet. Now, my turn. I'll count to 4 and you've got to say some words in between. I'll go a bit slower for you, okay? All right. This is going to be tricky. Can I say anything I like? Yeah, you can say anything you like. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ice cream tastes yummy with chocolate sauce. That's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Luke and Darth Vader can use the Force. Oh, very good. 1, 2, 3, 4. I love getting muddy in the garden with Dad. 1, 2, 3, 4. My naughty little sister makes me really, really mad. I didn't know you had a naughty little sister. Oh, I don't, but I just did the words fitted in. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know. I like going swimming, but I hate going out. That's true. True story. 1, 2, 3, 4. When our cat is asleep, we're not allowed to shout. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cats dig holes to do their poos. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dogs do it on the grass and it gets on your shoes. Oh, music moose, that was a bit gross. We've got all these people, a live performance, and you have to talk about that. Sorry, I got that from you. Oh, you probably did. Never mind, Music Moose. Thank you for helping us. Lovely to see you.
We've got lots of people who want to say hi in the comments. Hi, Music Muse.
Oh, hello. This is so nice. I'm not so scared now that you're saying hello. I was a bit scared going online. I've never been online. Well, a little bit. Just a little bit, but not much. Okay, Music Moose, do you want to come and let me see what else I want to do? Do you want to have a story? Okay. Come over here. Now, Music Moose, I see that you've been trying to make something. You've been trying to make something to go on your head? Yeah, I've been trying to make an antenna. Oh, look. I made one just for you. Do you like that? I made it out of these lovely pipe cleaners. Oh, that's beautiful. I love it, Miss Tricia. Thank you, Music Moose. Now, I had a friend who had antennas like that, real ones. His name was Cyril, and he was a centipede. He had so many legs that he didn't know how to count them. He couldn't count them. Oh, that would be tricky. Yeah, it was very tricky. Would you like me to tell you the story about Silly Cyril Centipede? I've actually got it in a book. So you sit here. Here we go. And you can listen. And I've got my storybook here. This is like my useful chair. Rhythms, Raps and Rocketships. Turn to the page, Silly Cyril Centipede. I'll get my guitar, because it's a story with a song. Are you listening, Music Moose? Mm-hmm. Silly Cyril Centipede cannot count his limbs. He counts right up to 99, but then he starts again. Centipedes and centimeters, cents and centuries are all groups of 100, but Cyril cannot see. He counts his legs from number 1 and then jumps up in tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 then in ones. He slowly counts from 61 right up to 69. He then remembers 70 and counts on up the line. From 81 to 90, 91 and 92. But when he gets to 99, he doesn't have a clue. Is 90 10 the next one? Or 20? Cyril wonders. Perhaps we all could help him. The number is... I wonder if they know what the number is, Naomi. Have they typed it in? It's after 99. So he thinks it's 90 10 or maybe 10. The number is 100. Now it's a bit tricky for some of the little kids. Okay, thank you. Now while I'm here, I'll show you how to make some more instruments. I showed you how to make hitting ones and scraping ones. Music Moose, if you want to just come and sit over here, that would be great. Now I'm going to show you how to make some shaky ones. Now when I make shaking instruments, I like to get containers that are nice and hard, make a good noise, even when you hit them. Then I open them up, and you can put different things in them. On this plate, I've got some pasta. It doesn't have to be coloured pasta. And when you put it in, you can hear it makes a noise, even as I'm putting it in. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, it's getting stuck. Oh. You like that noise? Wonder how that's coming out on the video. And here's another one. This is some dried peas. I really love using dried soybeans or chickpeas because they make really big noises. But this one's all I had in the kitchen cupboard at the moment. So you can add whatever your mum or dad lets you put in. And there we go. There's another sound. So we've got the pasta noise. the P noise, and finally the rice noise. Put some rice in. I'm a bit of a messy maker. You just ask my family. I always seem to make a bit of a mess. Look at me, rice everywhere. But that's all part of the fun, isn't it? Making a bit of a mess, as long as you tidy it up afterwards. So there's a ricey shaker. That's the pasta one. The green peas and the rice. And then later on, you might like to paint them or put some glitter on them. And you can use different containers. These tin ones make a great noise. And it's a great time for us to do my shaking song, Shake It Baby. So let me just get my, I'm not going to play an instrument for this because you might not hear me sing over the backing track. I've got an awesome beatboxer, Fred Leone, doing the beatboxing for this. But get your shake, you can do the shaking instrument so I don't have to shake. Yeah, and we're about to start. Okay, so I've got this, you ready to shake? A bit louder please. I've got a rhythm, and it's a rhythm that grows. It just makes you shake your body from your head to your toes. You can feel it in your fingers as it tickles at your feet. When at last it overtakes you, you just wriggle to the beat. You wanna shake it, babe. Just shake it, baby. Shake it, baby. Shake it to the right, shake it to the left. Shake it out of sight. You wanna shake it, babe. Just shake it, baby. Shake it, baby. This rhythm really moves you, and when you get a chance, the hands will start to wriggle as your feet begin to dance. Your body starts turning, and your body starts to turn, and movement takes you over as your muscles start to burn. You wanna shake it, baby. Shake it, baby. Shake. Baby, to the front, shake it, baby. Shake it to the right, to the left, shake it to the left. Shake it out of sight, we wanna shake it, baby. Shake it, baby, shake it, baby. Can you do some shakes of your own? Maybe wriggle your body around. Dance in the lounge room. Okay, is anyone dancing in the lounge room? Woo! Wish I could see you. Maybe you can send some photos. I love that. And that trumpeter is Mr. Jordan Briggs. He usually plays a lot more complicated music than this. Shake it, baby. 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 Keep on dancing. Now this song was made up for my daughter, Joelle, when she was a baby. I used to shake her around in my arms like this. And the first time I made her laugh was when, come on, shake with me. She's not a baby anymore. Here she is. The first time I made her laugh was by getting her to giggle at a silly song like this one. Oh, well, thank you. Wow, who's exhausted? You've probably got a lot more energy than me. I hope you enjoyed that. All right, what's my next song? I've actually got a cheat sheet up here. Next song is my picnic song. Thanks, Joelle. And shake it, baby. I will also need some water, I think, after that. Just on the table there. Thank you. All right, that was fun, wasn't it? If you want to have a drink now, it's probably a good time to have a drink. You got your drink bottles there? Maybe Mum or Dad could go to the kitchen, or you can if you're clever, and get yourselves a drink. Now the next song is the picnic song. So we've done songs that go 1, 2, 3, 4. The picnic song is about going on a picnic, and we take 4, 5 things with us. So that's the next number, number 5. And when I wrote the song, I made up the words about 5 different things to take on the picnic. We had a great big esky and a chocolate cake. We had 2 picnic rugs, 3 sliced up oranges, 4 sandwiches cut in quarters, and 5 healthy homemade sandwiches. Now I wonder if you can think of something that you would like to take on a picnic with you, and maybe you could type it in the comments. What would you take on a picnic? Now, in my kitchen at the moment, I've started to make a great big saucepan full of pumpkin soup. Now, I'm not sure if I could take that on a picnic, but I could certainly put it into little flasks, couldn't I? So, I might need 5 flasks. Are there any comments about what girls and boys might take with them on a picnic? No comments? Okay, so let's have the great big saucepan. That's number 1. Number 2, 2 picnic rugs. They're all going to be folded up. I'll give them a bit of colour. There we are. Fold up the picnic rugs. There's 1 picnic rug. And then here's another one. 2 picnic rugs. The great big saucepan with some pumpkin soup. Anything else? No. What about 3 oranges? That's what I did for the last one. 3 sliced up oranges would be nice. Okay. What about 4? Nothing yet? Okay. 4 pieces of damper would be yummy. Here's a big damper. Put the cross on the top. Yum, yum.
Got something.
Right?
Some sultanas on our picnic.
Oh, 5 packets of sultanas. Fantastic. Thank you. Who put that one in?
Katie.
Oh, hi, Katie. Thank you, Katie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packets of sultanas. I can't draw very quickly, so I'll put an S on each one so that we know they're sultanas. All right, so our song will go on a picnic, and what will we take? We'll just do 1 verse. We'll say 5 packets of sultanas, 4 pieces of damper, 3 sliced up oranges, 2 picnic rugs, a great big saucepan, and some pumpkin soup, unless someone's got a different idea they want to change. Okay. Going on a picnic, and what will we take? A great big saucepan with some pumpkin soup. I might just keep going. Going on a picnic, and what will we take? 2 picnic rugs, a great big saucepan full of pumpkin soup. Going on a picnic, and what will we take? 3 sliced up oranges, 2 picnic rugs, a great big saucepan full of pumpkin soup. Going on a picnic, and what will we take? Some damper cotton quarters, 3 sliced up oranges, 2 picnic rugs, a great big saucepan full of pumpkin soup. And now we've got the sultanas, thanks to Katie. We're going on a picnic, and what will we take? 5 packets of sultanas. Somebody likes sultanas out there. 4 pieces of damper, 3 sliced up oranges, 2 picnic rugs, a great big saucepan of some pumpkin soup. So we made that one up together, but there is a song on Rhythms, Raps and Rocketships with 5 different things, and it helps you to remember what you're taking, and you can change the words for whatever picnic you're on. So that's one song about 5. I wonder if anyone saw a video lately on my YouTube channel, my prop girl's gone, of 5 footy shirts. Now, I don't know much about football, but my son used to love football, and he'd listen to some really funky music on his way to the football club and on to a game. And I loved the music so much that I made up my own funky music to play at a football game. And I was also inspired by some girls and boys at Darling Point Special School here in Quandamooka Country, and those children used to wash the football shirts of a local football club. So this song is inspired by Darling Point Special School and the AFL club at Quandamooka in Wynnum. It goes like this. Oh, have we got a backing track for this one? Yes. Pretend I'm a washing line, okay? It's the easiest way to do it here. 5 footy shirts hanging on the line, hanging on the line, hanging on the line. Along comes a footy player, needs a referee. Sorry, no thinking of the score. Takes his favourite footy shirt, now there are 4. so many times. Alright, here we go again. 4 footy shirts hanging on the line, hanging on the line, hanging on the line. Along comes a footy player thinking of this. No, it's a referee. And now there are 3. You'll have to see the album for the right words. 3 footy shirts hanging on the line, hanging on the line, hanging on the line. Along comes a footy player from the Screws, takes his favourite footy shirt. Now there are 2. 2 footy shirts hanging on the line, hanging on the line, hanging on the line. Along comes a footy player looking for some fun, takes his favourite footy shirt. Now there is 1. Hope you love the bass playing, hey? 1 footy shirt hanging on the line, hanging on the line, hanging on the line. Along comes a footy player ready for a run, takes his favourite footy shirt. Now there are none. None, 0, zilch, nada. No footy shirts hanging on the line, hanging on the line, hanging on the line. Along comes the special kids to wash and hang them dry. Everybody count them now. You'll see there are 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Couldn't kind of hang them up all at once then. Is that okay? But they do it on the video. So make sure you look it up. 5 footy shirts on YouTube on Tricia Loves Music. Tricia Bawtree. All right, I'll just get my djembe now for the number rhyme. See how many numbers you know. Have we got any more new kids there? New name? No more new names?
Sarah and Brianna love that funky song.
Okay. I'm thinking of a number with a rhythm and a rhyme, and if you listen carefully, you'll work it out in time. The number that I'm thinking of rhymes with fun. The number that I'm thinking of is number
1.
Yay, thank you, team. I'm thinking of a number with a rhythm and a rhyme, and if you listen carefully, you'll work it out in time. The number that I'm thinking of rhymes with shoe. The number that I'm thinking of is number
2.
Aren't they awesome? To my kids, I taught them to count. I'm thinking of a number with a rhythm and a rhyme, and if you listen carefully, you'll work it out in time. The number that I'm thinking of rhymes with me. The number that I'm thinking of is number
3.
Oh, Alex had to think a bit there. I'm thinking of a number with a rhythm and a rhyme, and if you listen carefully, you'll work it out in time. The number that I'm thinking of rhymes with door. The number that I'm thinking of is number 4.
4.
Oh, they're getting good now. Okay, one more. I'm thinking of a number with a rhythm and a rhyme, and if you listen carefully, you'll work it out in time. The number that I'm thinking of rhymes with hive. The number that I'm thinking of is number
5.
All right, last one. This is a tricky one. I'm thinking of a number with a rhythm and a rhyme, and if you listen carefully, you'll work it out in time. The number that I'm thinking of rhymes with naughty. The number that I'm thinking of is number
40.
Woo! And I'm going to stop there and get my dice out. I've got 2 dice, but I'll only roll 1 die. Now what I'm going to do, the next song is called Rolling the Die. I'm going to roll the die while the music is playing. If I get a 6, I have to do what you tell me to do. You put in the comments, you can get me to act like an animal, you can get me to answer a question, or maybe do something that's a bit funny, like an action or a dance, okay? Now be gentle with me, Sarah and Brianna, thank you. Brianna. Okay, so can you have that music, please, Miss Naomi? Here's my dice. Die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So ready when you are, Miss Naomi. Not coming? Okay. We can miss that one because we're nearly finished. Okay, I'm going to roll the die anyway. Oh, it's number 1. Number 1 again. So it's not in the backing tracks, Naomi. You go back one? No. Okay, have I got any? Has anybody asked me to do something? I could actually sing it. How about I just sing it? I'm rolling the die, I'm rolling the die, and what will the number be? 5. Will it be 1, or will it be 2, or will it be number 3? I'm rolling the die, I'm rolling the die, and know which number I pick. Uh-oh. It's not number 4, it's not number 5, I hope that it's number 6. And I got a 6. Did anyone give me something to do? Do I have to do anything silly? Ah, phew. Nothing? It's sometimes a little bit late with the comments. That's all right. We've got to keep moving because I've said it'd be 45 minutes. We've got one more song now. You'll never guess what it is because it's rhythms, raps and rocket ships. So it has to be the one about the rocket ship. But with our rocket ship here, we need some astronauts. As you can see, I've already got this little astronaut and I got alfoil to make his head, his helmet, his astronaut helmet. Alfoil is great for making hats. So here's some alfoil, and I just make a triangle hat. I fold it in half into a rectangle, and then in half again, and open it up. Now this is probably a bit easier for kids who are about grade 2 than the little ones, but Mum and Dad can help you, and you could even make one of these for yourselves. You get your own astronaut hat. There we go. Okay, just yell if there's any more messages, and there's an astronaut hat.
We had one late comment from Rolling the Die asking if you could do any disco dance moves, maybe in your next song.
Oh, look, I grew up in the 80s, so while I'm singing the song, okay, hang on, I've even got a disco hat. Yes. Okay. I'm rolling the die, I'm rolling the die, and what will the number be? Will it be 1, or will it be 2, or will it be number 3? Woohoo! Is that okay? Yay, thank you. Any other moves? That's it. Okay, so we get our astronauts ready. Thank you for those people. Here we are. This is my favourite Teddy. He's been sitting up on the deck saying hello to people who are going for walks. All right, Teddy. Miss Joelle, would you sit at the back to make sure the rocket ship and the teddies don't fall over? Would you like a hat as well?
No.
Okay, so you can go behind the rocket ship. You can even peek through if you like, or next to it, I don't mind. Music moose, I think that those antennas look a bit like you're an alien, so you can go in the rocket ship like that. There we go. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, very good. I like the little voice. Teddies can talk. Oh, how's the rocket ship looking? Good? All right. Now, did I say I'd do the ukulele for that one? Mm-hmm. Aha!
Mum, I think your moves are very funky.
Oh, thank you. Funky moves. Yes. I don't know if the kids would agree, but thank you. I have some fans. All right. The rocket ship is ready. Shall I stay here? Or can you see the rocket ship? Good to see Teddy. The rocket ship is ready to fly into deep space. The astronauts are seated and everything's in place. The engines start to rumble. The people on the ground are eagerly awaiting the rocket countdown. Oh, I've got to count backwards from 10. Can anyone help me with that? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, blast off. That's it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, blast off. With keen anticipation, the astronaut. Oh, I've forgotten my chords. With keen anticipation, the astronauts explore the space beyond our atmosphere, the moon and so much more. Adventures and discoveries are waiting to be found. They look for life in other worlds where secrets may abound. I know this part. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, blast off. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, blast off. Listen carefully.
Ignition sequence start.
and it's been lovely to have you on the online launch of Rhythms, Raps and Rocketships. It is now online on most streaming services. All of those songs and a few more. Rhythms, Raps and Rocketships by Tricia, Bawtree and Friends. Look it up on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play, whatever your favourite is, Amazon Music, and download it lots of times, please, because that'll help me to keep making music. Now I'd like to meet my team. Here's my team. Camera.
Hello.
Turn up a little bit. This is Alex. Naomi. She did the backing tracks. Joelle. She was my props manager. Jackie. Everyone sort of waved to her. She was my camera lady and lighting expert. And then upstairs we've got the cat manager, Andrew. Hi, Andrew. You can see us because you watch this first. So thank you very much. Bye.
Sorry for getting them stuck in your head, Sarah.
Keep the score. In hopscotch and in handball, write the numbers on the floor. Roll a couple of dice to play a cool board game. When you discover numbers, you will never be the same. Maybe not the bits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, do.